Hi there, my name is Myra Castro. This is how you would sign my name. My family, they all came here and we are Cuban. My parents immigrated to America and I have two older siblings and we have quite a big age gap there between the older siblings and the younger siblings. So my mother immigrated to New York and then moved to New Jersey. I myself grew up in New Jersey. The community is predominantly Cuban, and there's a lot of Cubans who do immigrate to that local town. I didn't grow up in that particular town, but I do know that it's predominantly Cuban. My cousins would go to that house in New York all the time and go visit there. So as I grew up, I did go to a school where they promoted speech. They did not want us to use sign language. And it was predominantly white. There was very few black students, maybe one of them. So I really didn't have anyone to look up to that I could relate to as a Cuban deaf woman. At home, we predominantly spoke Spanish. And, my mother, she was very proper about that. And as I grew up, I always had to ask people to explain what was being said. I had to ask that of my siblings, and they would always give me such a short, brief summary of what everyone was talking about, and it was very frustrating. So I felt very isolated and I didn't have much of an identity. So anyways, I graduated and I worked with the deaf program. And I met a lot of people when I went to the school for the deaf, and I experienced other people who were similar to me in my situation. It was very interesting getting involved with friends and different groups of that nature. I met a lot of different people from all over the United States. So one day I met a deaf instructor, and I was very surprised to find out that they were deaf, and I asked a lot of questions, and I noticed that their life was very ideal. They were married. So I thought about it, and I felt like I could really relate, but I never knew any of that information before. I always felt frustrated and alone, so this was different for me. So my father, he passed away, which was very sad.